Have you ever wondered how the mighty Assyrian Empire is intertwined with biblical narratives? Venture with me back in time to the ancient Near East, where the Assyrian Empire, known in the Bible as Ashur, casts its long shadow across history. This empire, with its intricate and powerful military, was a formidable opponent to ancient Israel. The Assyrians are frequently mentioned in the Old Testament, not as mere historical figures, but as instruments in divine interventions. Assyria's interactions with Israel were often perceived through a theological lens, seen as a divine rod of discipline for Israel's disobedience. Prominent biblical figures, such as the prophets Isaiah and Nahum, painted vivid pictures of Assyria's might and downfall. Their prophecies serve as a testament to the dynamic relationship between these two ancient civilizations. This connection between the Assyrian Empire and ancient Israel is more than just coincidental. It's deeply embedded in both historical and biblical contexts. Let's continue to explore this fascinating intersection of history and faith. As we journey back in time, we come across the rise of the Assyrian Empire, a civilization that was to become a major player in the ancient world. Born in the city of Ashur, named after its patron deity, the Assyrian Empire began as a small city-state. Yet its destiny was to become much more. Under the reign of great rulers like Tiglath-Pileser III, the empire expanded its borders and influence, reaching unprecedented heights. The Assyrians were masters of warfare, their armies formidable and relentless. Their chariots and iron weaponry were marvels of their time, striking fear in the hearts of their adversaries. But it wasn't just their military prowess that set them apart. The Assyrians were also pioneers in technology and administration. They developed sophisticated systems of communication, governance, and infrastructure, which played a key role in their rise to power. The Assyrian Empire, with its powerful armies and innovative techniques, emerged as a force to be reckoned with in the ancient world. Now imagine the clash of cultures and ideologies when the formidable Assyrian Empire came face to face with ancient Israel. In the 8th century before Christ, this very encounter occurred. The Assyrian Empire, a powerhouse of military might and cultural influence, set its sights on the northern kingdom of Israel. This wasn't merely a territorial expansion, but a cataclysmic event that was foreseen by the prophet Isaiah. The Bible recounts Isaiah's prophecies, warning the Israelites of impending doom if they continue to depart from God's laws. Then came the conquest. The northern kingdom of Israel fell to the Assyrians, resulting in the dispersion of the 10 tribes of Israel. This event, often referred to as the Lost Tribes of Israel, significantly reshaped the demographics and politics of the region. But the Assyrian encounter with ancient Israel wasn't just about conquest. The southern kingdom of Judah, under the reign of King Hezekiah, experienced a different fate. As the Assyrians laid siege to Jerusalem, King Hezekiah and the prophet Isaiah fervently prayed for divine intervention. Miraculously, the siege was lifted, an event recorded in both the annals of Assyrian King Sennacherib and the biblical Book of Kings. These interactions between the Assyrian Empire and ancient Israel were more than just historical encounters. They were pivotal moments that shaped the narrative of the Bible, providing a tangible link between the spiritual and the historical. The Assyrian Empire's encounters with ancient Israel were not only historical events, but also pivotal moments in biblical history. As with all great empires, the sun eventually set on the Assyrian Empire, marking the end of an era. The wheels of time turned, and the once mighty Assyrian Empire began to crumble from within. Internal strife, economic issues, and political instability weakened the empire, making it vulnerable to external threats. The Babylonians and Medes, who had long been under Assyrian rule, saw this as an opportunity. They rose against their former masters, launching invasions that further destabilized the Assyrian Empire. The capital city, Nineveh, was besieged and eventually fell to the invaders in 712 BC. The once invincible empire was reduced to a shadow of its former glory. Interestingly, this aligns with the biblical prophecy of Nahum, who foretold the fall of Nineveh. "Behold, I am against you, declares the Lord of hosts, and I will burn your chariots in smoke, and the sword shall devour your young lions." Nahum's words echoed through the ages, a stark reminder of the intertwined nature of history and the Bible. The fall of the Assyrian Empire led to the rise of the Babylonian Empire, setting the stage for another chapter in the annals of human civilization. This change of guard on the world stage also had profound implications for the history of ancient Israel. So as we reflect on the rise and fall of the Assyrian Empire, we see the intertwining of historical events and biblical narratives, shedding light on a fascinating period of our ancient past.